Hey everyone, Scott here, and today I'm going to talk to you about getting stuck in the desert and then making the best of it. So the plan was to go out for a sunrise shoot in the Anza Borrego Desert. There's an overlook that looks over the Badlands, and the light would come up, a nice golden light, be a lot of shadows in the hills. To get to this place, it's a couple of hours drive from where I live, and then about 4 miles on a wash, just an off-road drive. The sand that morning, I guess there'd been either a lot of winds or a lot of drift. It was really, really soft and thick. And even with the 8+ inches of clearance I have on my car, 4-wheel drive, I was just spinning and spinning and spinning. And about 2 miles in the wash, I got stuck. Just wasn't able to move for a good 10 minutes or so. Finally was able to rock the car back and forth enough to get it out of there. Reverse worked better than going forward, so I drove in reverse 2 miles back out of this wash to get to the main road. So the prospect of trying again, keeping in mind, it's dark out. This is well before sunrise. There's no street lights. It's just me and the headlights on my car, and that's about it. Doing that again with only having 1 bottle of water, a granola bar, and no cell service, with the strong potential of getting stuck in the desert again, I opted not to do that. I'll go another time when there's the sand's a little bit flatter, a little bit harder. So I went to the main areas around the main road and tried to make the best of it. So here's a few of the compositions I played with while I was out there. I am out here in the Anza Borrego Desert area, just waiting for the sunrise. The sun's going to rise behind what you're seeing on the camera right now. And I've got set up using this this little shrub as a foreground element, and I'm kind of pointing downward at it. But this is a very wide angle lens, so you're going to see this and everything in the background in the photo. I've changed up my composition just a little bit more. You can see I've raised up the center of the tripod, and I generally avoid doing that because it turns your tripod into a monopod and makes it very unstable. I've cranked every knob down as tight as I can and switched the camera into mirror up mode. So the first click will flip the mirror. I'll wait half a second to let everything stabilize, and then take the shot. And that should hopefully keep the camera shake to a minimum. But I wanted to do that to get some more separation between this front shrub and these backgrounds. And you can see on the very left, there's one over here, and the very right, there's another one kind of in the foreground. Those will end up forming a triangular pattern in the frame. And then hopefully the idea is these far ridges will draw our eyes back into the center, and then we'll see the far mountains in the back. Right, the sun has risen, and I moved from my spot over there here based on what the light is doing. You can see that these are one of these radial beams of light, and just zooming down the valley here. So using this this other shrub here as a foreground element, change up the composition to kind of play up these light patterns. So at the end of it all, I think the one I like the most is the one that I was working on in the middle there, where I had the little scrubby brush in the foreground, and the sun was just catching the top of the brush, and the rest of the desert floor hadn't been fully lit up. As much as I liked the longer shadows shooting down the valley, I don't know, the scene felt flat. The foreground interest was getting lost. There wasn't enough color difference between the sand and then the oranges getting thrown down by the sky. And the plant life at this time of year is not green. It's rarely green. So that one just didn't work, and black and white didn't really look all that well either. Anyway, so this is just a taste of some of the things that I think all of us as landscape photographers will hit day in, day out, week in, week out. Sometimes you get out to do a shoot, and as much as you've planned for it, things happen, and you can try to make the best of it. And you can always come away learning something. I learned a little more about the compositions. You saw where I had changed the height of the tripod to get a little more separation, following the light, seeing what the light's going to do, and letting that help guide your shoot, in a manner of speaking. So There you go. This is, I guess, the first in the field episode. We'll see if this is popular. People like this. Maybe I'll do some more often. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.